Yeah, check and see on that side.
His time, and then he slammed it in at a very tight angle. One in the 14th minute, the other one in the 29th, and they were split by a well-taken goal from Joshua Bernard in the 26th minute for Point Fortin Youth Football Association or Academy. But it's 2-1 is where it is at the moment now, and right now the AIA outfit they've settled the better of the two. They're leading by 2-1, so things are pretty much in their favor, and they'll be happy. Remember, they were the third place team in Group A, and the way the tournament is structured this year, the top three teams from Groups A and B, plus the winner of Group C, and the best fourth place team, and that battle was fought out almost 2 weeks ago down there at Mahika Oval, and the home team, they were the ones who made it through. The Labre FA, and they will be in action tomorrow. But that is how the tournament is structured. 8 teams in these quarterfinals, and this is quarterfinal number 1 here at the Larry Gomes Stadium. Nice cool conditions. There was a bit of a drizzle earlier on. In fact, I'll let you in on a little secret. I was speaking to a young lady on the radio recently, and she had called in, and she was saying, I was making the point to her that every time I come to Rima, it rains. Well, I shouldn't say every time, but the majority of times that I come to Rima, it would rain, and she begged me to come to Arima simply because she said it hadn't rained in Arima in the longest while. And lo and behold, as I got here in Arima, would you believe we got a drizzle? Not the type of rain that I think she was anticipating, but at least it holds true that there was some rain. And I think my reputation is intact, and I'm sure she will attest to that. However, here it's a goal kick to the AIA outfit, the Limity AIA, and they would be deserving of their 2-1 advantage. 2 well-taken goals, I might add, and here they go again, and this is the man who could cause some problems, Jean-Marc Thomas, strong man, keep going. Very shifty. Now he gets it to the real danger here. And this is Crawford with another shot at goal just over the top. But every time he picks up the ball, it's real danger for the number 7. He's really a crafty man. He's the captain of the team, and certainly a youngster with a tremendous amount of talent. He has a real motor on him. He's always on the go. Not the biggest of bodies, but he certainly knows how to really use his speed and his ability, his dribbling ability. Also coming up trumps here now is Cayenne. Can he get one over? And but nobody there. He was aiming for Joshua Bernard, the goal scorer for the Point Fortin team. Couldn't get it on target. So 2-1 it is. As we welcome you again to the Larry Gomes Stadium here in Arima. Quarterfinal number 1. Point Fortin Youth in the black and white strips against the Limity AIA, the all black outfit. 2-1 to the AIA outfit. And here they come again, trying to get it up to their captain, Crovador. He gets control of it, and 2v1 is like in his advantage. Here he goes once more. He goes past another one. Third one comes, but just comes across with a good, timely interception there. But you could see Crovador gathering speed all the time. Here is Seals now, trying to get it in. He gets the rebound. He does get the ball back inside Cayenne. gets it all the way back. So they're trying to get composure. Abraham is passed much too straight. And an easy take for Josh Harris in goal for AIA. They lead by 2-1. Here's the goal scorer trying to get in there, chase, and the ball just intercepted. Bernard again, and going on his own. Jean-Marc Thomas there, getting a shot off, but tugging it wide of the mark there. But again, you could just see the composure and the determination. He knew what he wanted to do. Really went gliding past defenders, and that's one of the problems for the Fortin outfit. The defenders are a little bit static, and the ground is, there's a nice little give on it, so it creates a nice slick dribbling surface. Cayenne trying to knife his way in, doesn't get there. Chance again, and to get it back to Cayenne now. Can he provide something? Again, leaving the door open there, and picked up nicely by Chase Charles. And here he comes again. Opportunity to play it into Crovador. Just getting there, and he gets it now on his left foot. He's still going with it. Still going. Slips it. Brilliant effort again. Just nudged away in the end there by Samuel. And Judah Samuel just getting a boot down in time to keep it out. That could easily have been 3-1. But again, a good pass and good anticipation on the part there of Crovador. And he almost finished it off there. But he will take the corner himself. Deep one, I think. Chase Charles came inside, and the ball just sailed over his head. Cayenne deep in his own penalty area, having to try to clear it out quickly. Not able to do so. And eventually they win themselves a free kick here. But we're coming to the end of the first half, 43 minutes or so gone in this encounter. 2-1 it is. And I think the Liverpool fans would be breathing a sigh of relief after they escape with a late injury time winner. In fact, it was in the 9th minute of added on time at the end of the game that they were able to get the ball in the back of the net to break the hearts of the Nottingham Forest defenders and their supporters. Ugly scenes after the game. They played so well. Here's a chance again, and once more it's Thomas trying to knife his way in. Gets it over now. Chase Charles with a shot from distance once more, and the Raider just off a little bit, but he did score that beautifully taken first time effort from a very tight angle, and he just squeezed it in between the keeper and the first post in the 29th minute. Two to 1 it is. Now, right now, the team's just kind of slugging it out. Nobody taking absolute control of the game. But they have a chance here. Trying to get in there, Bernard, but can't control it. But they give it right back to them. And for two teams who's been playing for a while, I think both coaches would be a little bit annoyed that they basically giving up the ball so easily and so often. And here we go again, another interception, scampering away Marcel. A good defensive work by Felix for the second time, until eventually Abraham comes to his aid. There's another lovely ball played into space. I don't think Cayenne read it very well. In fact, he didn't think he had a chance of getting to it. And not taking any chances there, Harris. So 2-1 at the moment. Remember, the winner here goes through to the semi-finals on March the 10th at the Manny Ramjohn Stadium in Marabella, with the championship and third place game scheduled for right here at the Larry Gomes Stadium on March 17th. Another ball played in, but again too strong for everyone. And there is the whistle to indicate the end of the first half of this encounter. The referee not playing too much added on time. And at the end of the first half, 2-1 it is. Once again, it was AIA opening the scoring, Theo Clovida in the 14th minute. And Joshua Bernard with the equalizer in the 26th minute of play. But then 3 minutes later, in the 29th minute, Jadel Chase Charles gave AIA the lead once again. So for the second time in this game, they have gone to front, and it's 2-1. That is the score at the interval here in favor of Limity AIA. They're up on Point Fortin Youth by 2-1 after the first 45. But still a lot of football to be played, and I'm sure after a nice talking to, we should see Point Fortin coming out with renewed vigor. But they're up against a KG AIA outfit who I'm sure will be hoping to hold on to their lead. So at the half, it is Limity AIA 2, Point Fortin Youth FA 1. So as we're getting ready for second half action here, remember it's 2-1 at the interval in favor of AIA over Point Fortin Youth FA. And the Point Fortin team were forced to make an early change when Thomas, one of their defenders, went down with an injury. And Jordan Bernard, wearing the number 13, is on the field for him. I'm sure they'll be hoping that they could get back on an even keel here in this one. Still a lot of time. 45 minutes is a long time. A lot could happen in 45 minutes as we look at referee Agard, Keston Agard, getting ready to resume action here. So after the first 45, it's 2-1 AIA. Can they maintain that advantage, or will the boys from Point Fortin, who won Group B, AIA were third place in Group A. So this would be a bit of an upset, if you want to call it that. But AIA, really, they've been one of the better playing teams so far. And there is the whistle to get us on our way, and immediately AIA start things off. You could see Point Fortin trying to maybe just exercise a little bit of a press to see if they can force an early error out of the opponents. Two white shirts, they're getting in each other's way. Luckily for them, they're able to somehow get it back, but immediately the ball is given back to them. This might be problems. Goalkeeper is actually out of his goal, and that ball skidded on the surface, and it almost went into the goal. Really, that would have been, talk about egg on your face. Goalkeeper Samuel took the wrong angle, and luckily for him, what looked like a harmless clearance almost ended up in the back of the net. Aragones would have been credited with the goal. All the same, all's well that ends well, as they're able to change sides quickly. Seals gets it down, trying to now knife their way forward. But that's a good tackle there. That was substitute Bernard, caught in possession. And a big strong tackle from Isaac, not taking any chances there, Cayenne. So can the men in black and white get back on an even keel here? David with the throw-in. And problems here. Ball mix up. Thomas has it, trying to maybe go on his own, and being harassed all the time. Now he gets a chance to face his man. That sends a good cross, and that one just beating the head there of Charles. But they're not out of the woods yet. Still having problems getting the ball out. Point Fortin. And I think the referee spotted a handle ball in there. So they just flirting with danger here. Point Fortin, they haven't really settled in the second half just yet. That's a lovely ball floated in, and a good timely, just a touch needed there. And a little too aggressive, says the referee. In fact, they didn't have to even put in a challenge, just could have just allowed the ball to run out of touch, but Charles a little bit eager to get on with proceedings, or at least get a touch. So still 2-1. And Bernard again seeing a lot of the ball since coming on, which is good. That's what you want of a substitute, to try to impact the game as early as possible. Cayenne getting himself in a bit of a tangle there with Elliott, or rather with Isaac. And now it's going to be a free kick. And I think the referee would like to have a word with Carabay. Just kind of wiped his man away. And I think Joshua Bernard is in a little bit of a discomfort. Remember, he scored the equalizing goal for Point Fortin, so we're hoping that he could continue. He looks to be okay, probably a little bit pained at the moment, but nothing he can't, as I say, run out, shake it off. Team needs him because he's obviously one of their better attackers, and really would like to maybe get the ball to him in the area, see if he could prize open an equalizing goal for them. But this could be Cayenne trying to turn provider here. Slips it in, not a particularly good cross ball, but it's still in harm's way. And maybe now he has a shot on the turn off the post, and then, well, he hit it on the turn, and just like that, Felix pulls them back on even keel. So in the 51st minute of play, we're all knotted up at 2 apiece now, with Point Fortin back in business. Really, it was a shot on the turn. I thought AIA really kind of messed around. They didn't clear the ball as well as they would have liked, and that just left the door open. And would you believe it, walking right in is Jabril Felix. So now the game takes on a different complexion now. They're level again. And so the second time in the game, Point Fortin have been able to come from a goal down to tie things up. Can they keep going now? That's the important thing for them. So this ought to give them some new life. A tough ball there. Trying to play it first time was Isaac. But the referee is going to make the change. And certainly it looks as if David is in a little bit of discomfort. So he is off. Cayenne does well, gets it back to Seals. Seals trying to switch sides. Really, that's a 50-50 ball, as they say. Not really picking out the target. Lovely ball played in there, and they were just trying to get it into Cayenne. And a little deflection forced another deflection off of Cayenne's boot. Seals again, trying to knife his way forward, loses out. Here is Clovador, and players slipping and sliding all over the place. And a little bit of rain fell just prior to kickoff and even during the early part of this game. And as a result, players are having difficulty. In fact, what I noticed is that a lot of players are wearing what we call rubber pegs. And despite the slick surface, so as a result, a lot of them are having difficulty maintaining their balance and keeping their footing. Not this man, he seems to be quite at home, turning, twisting, having a good game, Aragones, so far. So two apiece, the scoreline at the moment. Goals again in the 14th, Theo Croverdor, Joshua Bernard in the 26th, Jadel Chase Charles in the 29th, and Jibril Felix in the 51st. Coming quickly to get it, Aragones puts it up, gets it back to Isaac. Isaac tried to go past one. That's a good ball, and again, the ball is changing hands rather frequently. And here is Cayenne, does well, looks up, and just as I say he did well, his teammate can't control it to give it away, Seeley. And now they get it here to that man Charles again, as he is bundled over Felix, the goal scorer, the guilty party on that occasion. Just seemed to kind of barge his way through his man, bump him off the ball. So a free kick in a dangerous position here now for AIA. Can they regain the lead in this encounter? Remember, still to come, game number 2 here this evening at the Larry Gomes Stadium. Queen's Park, CTFC against Central Soccer World. And Queen's Park among the favorites to win it all. Here is the ball played in. That's a good ball, and the goalkeeper was there and just getting ahead in there. Aragones really making a nuisance of himself, as they say, almost getting a good header. He just got a deflection, but then the goalkeeper also got a touch on it. It's going to be another corner to AIA. So they're pressing now. So the referee has held up play, so they're going to make the changes quickly. So AIA. So Chase Charles, one of the goal scorers, is coming off. And the other Charles is also going to make his way off. So we have 2 quick changes. Dante Gordon is on. It's a ball, that's a good header, but not with any real power to get it past everyone. But look at the speed coming here now, and off to the races he goes, trying to cut inside, and this one the goalkeeper will do well to save it, but he couldn't, and from one end to the next it goes quickly, as Point Fortin now trying to pick themselves up again and keep going. So the other substitute is the number 10 who has come on for AIA. Delon Sanka is on. There's a ball played in, and this could be a goal. It is! It just sat there for Point Fortin and just drilled it home, and just like that, from 2-1 down at the half, Abraham makes it 3-2 now in the 58th minute of play. So, Point Fortin really picking themselves up here. Jeremiah Abraham with the goal. To give them a surprising 3-2 advantage. So now that should change things just a little bit here now for AIA. And the ball played behind everyone there. That is Gordon. Cayenne can't get the handle on it. In fact, he does eventually get around it. Quickly, the ball just being played up now, and a good interception. Here is the goal scorer now. He's feeling it at the moment. Not the best of passes, though. So a chance here for AIA to just kind of weather the storm at the moment, just to get themselves back flowing again. And that's a good ball, but he was standing in an offside position there, Gordon. So he was offside, although he collected the ball in an onside position because he started when the ball was played, it was in an offside position, and was playing the ball first, the first player to touch it. Hence the reason why it looks strange, but that's the ruling. Ball played up quickly by Elliott. All of a sudden, Point Fortin seem to have a little pep in their step here now, and for whatever reason, AIA just seemed to be wilting a little bit under the pressure. So 3-2 in favor of Point Fortin, who were trailing 2-1 at the interval, and at the hour mark they find themselves in the front by a 3-2 margin. Ball thrown in. Seals has it. Plays a nice little ball forward. Picked up there again by the goal scorer. They get a chance here now. Here's another shot blocked, and having to come across, but it could be a chance for a break here for Thomas. Can't keep it in play. So AIA with work to do here now. They just seem a little shell-shocked after they came out of the dressing room with the lead, only to find themselves trailing now after just 15 minutes of the second half. So 3-2 it is now in favor of Point Fortin. So how the game has changed drastically, and now it's an opportunity for AIA to really start to put themselves back in the hunt here. Not a particularly good ball, but they will still somehow find themselves getting out of jail. Felix or quickly close it in, and then he plays a really speculative ball in the middle. It runs to Cayendo. He gets a chance to run at the defense, and he's a speedy character, but he ran into problems. And here is AIA again, not able to get the ball out. This is exactly what happened to them in that third goal. They had opportunities to get it out of harm's way and failed to do so. And as a result, the ball just sat up there for Jeremiah Abraham, and he drilled it home for the lead. 2-point Fortin, and prior to that, Jibril Felix with the equalizer in the 51st minute, making it 2 apiece. It's 3-2 now, and a chance for Point Fortin to get the ball upfield again. All of a sudden, they just seem to be getting the better. All those loose balls seem to be running their way. Chance for them again. Turning quickly now is Thomas. And then he just tries to be cute and misses the target. So it's just those little things, just as they're trying to build momentum, but they need to pass the ball around a little bit more. Every ball doesn't have to go forward immediately. It causes a problem in terms of their flow because they're out of position quite a bit. However, this might help. And a foul throw. Well, at this level, you don't expect that from these young men, because a lot of these players must be thinking in terms of professional sport, and if you can make the simple thing like a throw-in, you're not helping your team. And there's another foul throw going the other way, so they just give it back to their opponents. So will we finally get a good one, a legal throw? And that's much better. And here is Cloverdor, kind of found himself behind the defense, and now it's up to Kaya, and he's trying to turn it onto his right foot, but he played the ball well behind his intended target, Joshua Bernard, who is riding solo on top for Point Fortin. Now a chance here, but good defensive, just getting a touch onto it. Took it away from the first defender, and but eventually it's cleared away. By the hard-working Seals. Three goals to 2 it is in favor of Point Fortin, the team in the black and white jerseys. Here's another ball that took a deflection, and it was redirected towards goal, but Samuel's easy to take it away, but his clearance is not a good one. It may still fall though to Cayenne. In fact, they left it for him and he was able to take it away. And Bernard now plays the ball wide, has an opportunity here. Here's the shot, and I don't think he really made the proper connection with that one. The other Abraham, he's already scored here. That's Jeremiah Abraham. They get possession once again. Another substitute, Bernard. And that's a clumsy little challenge there coming from behind Carabai. Already got spoken to, so he has to be careful. And we have another substitution taking place for the Point Fortin outfit. They are not wasting any time at all. They're trying to stay in the ascendancy here. Khalik Ashton is the man who is coming on, and he is going to replace Abraham. So Khalik Ashton is on the field. And an opportunity for Joshua Bernard to get the ball in the area. He tries to go low. You have all these bodies inside the area, and there's it's almost like there's no excuse for it. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking there, but you have to give your teammates a chance when you have that many of them in the area. Now a chance for the break, and that's a great ball. Again, Aragon is freeing up his man down there. That's Jean-Marc Thomas, but he runs into problems here, but he does well. Turns one way. Just that's the substitute who's just on there at the moment. And another ball played in, but not cleared very well. And an opportunity here now for Gordon. Substitute Gordon puts it on his left foot. He plays it in. Aragon slams it. It's blocked by the goalkeeper, and he's not able to tidy it up. And a bad challenge going in there. And luckily the referee didn't issue a card, because you're really not allowed to tackle the goalkeepers as much as possible, as in fact in that manner. And I think you could see why the players are a little bit upset. It was a rough challenge there from Sanka on Samuels, the goalkeeper, who was a little bit helpless, but he was able to compose himself. Has a lovely little ball played into space, but it's almost as if the attacker didn't read it. Now Cayenne on his right foot hits it, but yeah, no, you're not going to beat Josh Harris with stuff like that. He's a very competent goalkeeper. Even though he's been beaten 3 times already today, which is surprising. Ball played into space. Here again, chance to put it back over the, plays it behind the back, gets it over there to Thomas. Thomas trying to return the favor, but it's neatly intercepted. Not out of danger yet, still in their half. Point Fortin, AIA building nicely, good work. And can he get the cross in? It's a good cross. The goalkeeper allows it to run. And trying to get there, Sanka not able to get it back inside. So it's going to be a goal kick. In fact, it was Gordon who was trying to get around that one, but he couldn't get it back to Sanka, who was lurking in the middle. Doing well, gets away from one, gets away from a second one, still going, trying to fight there, but loses out in the end. And good work from Sanka, but again, the ball not really doing work. It's the individuals who are doing all the work, and they just seem to be slugging it out at the moment. And that was Cloverdor trying to squeeze it in, and not able to do so. So they allow it to run off the field. It's going to be another goal kick to Point Fortin. They're leading by 3-2. That Jeremiah Abraham goal is looming large right now. "17 minutes or so gone in this game. So we have another 20 minutes to play. Can Point Fortin extend their lead, or can AIA get an equalizing goal? And I think the referee is going to ask the Queen's Park players who are beginning to warm up to go beyond the behind the goal area. So they're asking them to go on the grass over to the extremities of the stadium onto the Mondo track and beyond, not on the grass directly behind the goal at the northern end. So again, the players taking the opportunity to get some refreshments. So with just about 25 minutes gone in the half, the referee is allowing them this little break in the action. And I'm sure it's a chance for them to get some coaching, sideline coaching from the officials. So let's see if they'll get much better with it. Quincy Seals. Throws it up, but it slips out of his grasp. And so get a chance again now to run at the defense. That's Crovador, but he loses the handle on it. Not out of the woods yet. That's a great ball inside and pushed over the bar. Well. Climbing high, Jean-Marc Thomas, and with a looping header. But the goalkeeper, Judah Samuel, right under the bar, taking no chances, pushing it rather than trying to save it or catch it. So, another corner to AIA. That's not a bad effort again. The ball sits up here nicely. Shot coming, it's blocked. And they're appealing for handball. Yes, it is. But is it inside the area or is it outside the area? It might be just at the edge of the area. The referee was right on spot And in fact, he's placing it just at the edge of the area. I think AIA were appealing that it was inside the area, but the referee is pretty much on spot. So Castaneda is giving them the free kick, but it's outside the area. It's just on the D, to be a matter of fact. And so a great opportunity here for them to conjure up an equalizing goal. And it looks like it's going to be the skipper who is going to do the honors. He may very well try to go over the wall, because the goalkeeper, I would imagine, is going to try to assume the position where he could protect the right hand side of his goal. The left hand side is the responsibility of the wall. Well, let's see if he could get it up and under the bar. Get it over the wall but under the bar. It's pretty close. And Covador not happy. So they've sorted it out. I think the referee's assistant is also getting involved in it. Kevin Manu. Or Kevin Nanko, I should say, is the second official. Ashton Benjamin is the other official involved. And now the referee just marking off. So he has his 10 yards, so he's asking everybody to come back to that distance. So a little more breathing space here for Covador. Can he either get it through the wall or get it up over the wall and under the bar? Drills it. It's blocked again, and then eventually it's scrambled away by the Point Fortin youths. So they're leading by 3-2, and I'm sure there will be a lot of anxious moments, but nothing like that one. Clutched cleanly by the keeper. No problems at the back, easily intercepted. This is where they have the problem. How do they build out of this area? They get to the just beyond the defense. This is a chance, but again the goalkeeper is right in position. Good running off the ball by Jean-Marc Thomas, but the execution at the end there, just not what is required. He really needed to spank that across the goal. Probably using the outside of the left foot to curl it. Two white shirts getting in each other's way. Still, they're in problems here. They have not out of the woods as yet. That's a nice little ball turned back inside. And eventually it's played away. It's going to be another corner to AIA. They're trailing by 2-3. And it's Abraham who takes this short. Goes again. Sent it inside, and a free header. Really and truly should have done better with that. But the ball, in his defense, the ball was dying. And Thomas probably thought it had a little more pace in it, but he really needed to probably control that ball in the area and then drive it home once it came down. But he missed out. And Point Fortin lives to fight another day. Now they get a chance again to get it forward. And will he get it back to his goalkeeper? The goalkeeper is in no man's land, really. And almost made a meal of it there, but eventually they get away. So real panic setting in now. as they tried to milk this 3-2 advantage. Another ball played inside. Not able to control it and taken away. That's a good tackle. And here's another one, not a good one, but Coverdale wins it back. And eventually the referee blows the whistle. So Coverdale was deserving of a whistle. The referee tried to play the advantage, but then once he slipped and fell down, he didn't have a choice but to blow for the infringement. So Solo, or rather AIA, really pushing here now, trying to get that equalizing goal. But I was just about to say, they can't go solo. It has to be a team effort if they really want to break down this very flex. Point 14 defense has a shot. Again, it's off target, and really no real backlift in that one. He just seemed to kick it rather than drive it and drive through the middle of the ball. And Carabai doing well. Aragones again slips it forward, gets it out here to Isaac. He plays it back inside, but cleared away. However, again, it's right back with Aragones, looking to pull the strings now from midfield. Has a shot. Why is it a post? And came back out. Well, the goalkeeper seemed to think that I was going wide, and the ball just hit the post. And luck to his surprise, it came back on the field. Judas Samuel living a charmed life there, because that could have gone horribly wrong for him. So Merlick Haynes getting ready to come out. So Merlick Haynes really now with a chance here. Can they keep the pressure on? Ball thrown in. He's on the field now. Another ball played in, but cleared away. And it's with the goal scorer now. Kenny Bernard, can he do something with it? No, loses out. Opportunity here, Gordon. But since he's come on, he hasn't really gotten into the game. And a chance there. The ball just bounces away from him. Gordon, and you don't see that very often, but it just tells you that they're not happy with him. So he has since been substituted. So you don't see a sub being sub quite often in a game, but Sion Punet is on. Hoping to do a little bit better than Gordon did. And not able to keep it in there. Campbell, he's had a good game himself, and Aragones have really marshaled that midfield for AIA, but they need help. And there is Punet getting the header on, and the ball played upfield again. It's in the general vicinity of that man trying to keep it in play there, Bernard, and he is doing well. Aragones guilty on that occasion. Free kick. 2.14. Can they hold on here now? And time they're in the 83rd minute of play. There's a shot, and not a bad effort, but it's just off target. Elliott there was going for glory on that occasion. AIA will make another substitution here. They're really emptying the canister here because there's no tomorrow Tariq Abdullah is the man looking to come on. And just as I was singing his praises, it seems as if Campbell is being substituted. Abdullah is on the field now. They're really trying to give it their all. And the referee issuing yellow cards left and right now because as things becoming very, very tight at the moment. A place in the semi-finals up for grabs here now. AIA, who led 2-1 at the half, now find themselves trailing by a 3-2 margin with time running out on them. Just under 5 minutes now of regulation time. Not sure how much added on time there might be. But the more physical Point Fortin players are the ones who I'm sure will want to really give themselves as much a chance as possible. 3 goals to 2 it is at the moment. Seals not going to throw this very quickly. He's going to take his time. In fact, he sort of pelt that one. You could see spin on it. And eventually it's played out. It's going to be another throw in, this time to AIA. A little bit of head tennis here, and still trying to keep it in. Cayenne can't get the handle on it, and so it's anywhere will do at the moment, as time is really what is the factor here now. 3 goals to 2. Coming across, trying to maybe get a long one in here is Ferguson. But again, the black and white shirts are popping up all over the place at the moment. And again, look at how many black shirts back there. If there are no attackers, they might as well just send buddies forward now and get another buddy in attack. But they're keeping their numbers back, trying to defend as much as possible. And here they come again now. Lovely ball played down that left-hand side here now. Again, trying to cut inside, and he went off the field. It should be a goal kick, but the referee's assistant doesn't raise the flag, so it stays in. However, they're still coming. Opportunity here, and good defending. Bernard again trying to just hold things up, but he can't. They give it right back. And this time it's played forward, just played anywhere, but they're not too worried about that at the moment. It's back with Harris. Can he get it upfield? His kick is not a particularly strong one. And but again, it's just energy now, effort. Nobody is giving up. And it's a free kick. The referee spotted the infringement. A little tug of the shirt there, and from Ashton. And it's Cloverdor who has won the free kick. It's going to be Aragonés. It's the man who's going to try to get it in there for his team. Angel Aragonés. Can he provide something special here? 3-2. Can this be 3-3? The goalkeeper isn't coming. He's staying on his line. The ball just played out there, and he scores! Really and truly, the ball just sat there. And it's the substitute Sankar who, with time and space, he controlled it well, and then he placed it away from the goalkeeper and in for 3-3 with 88 minutes on the clock. So here we go again. And that was a great finish indeed there. So heartache for the Point Fortin team. They were holding out quite nicely, but Dallon Sanka with the finish. Can they get it up again? Another ball played upfield aimlessly though. Sanka is back there helping out again. Get the ball forward. And it's going to be a throw-in now to AIA. Can they now probably conjure up a winner here at the death? It's 3-3. A place in the semi-final beckons. And the big fella, Ferguson, is going to launch one into the area. Ball is headed in again, an opportunity here. And it's Quavador, who was having an opportunity, having a shot, but it was blocked. So it's a throw-in to Point Fortin. AIA thought it was theirs. Then which player doesn't think the ball, the throw-in is his? Headed in, opportunity to play it into Bernard, but it's a tough ball. Can't really get the handle on it. Nobody seemed to know what to do with the ball, and that's a good stop because he was slipping and sliding, and just managed to get his body in the way. And this is where it is. We have a player down, and because players are slipping all over the place, Jordan Bernard, one of the substitutes, he's down right now. Might have just turned his ankle, it seems. And certainly the game has really seesawed from one end to the next. And all of a sudden we have ourselves a situation here where time is running out on both of these teams. With a second game still to come, chances are they would want to try to finish this now, if it is at all possible. So, but he seems to be okay. He's back on his feet, Jordan Bernard. And a little bit of spray always helps. So, what do we have now? A chance here for this, and that's a bad ball. It's a simple ball, just thrown into him. All he had to do was lay it off his teammate, and that pass was just an errant one. But now here's Kovador. This is real danger here. He's in the area. Can he get the shot off? He gets it inside, and he hooks it behind the back of his teammate. Sets it up nicely here. Opportunity to get the ball across, but it's way over. And Kovador has to track it down. He does well. Keeps it in play. Another opportunity to get it back in the area. Another header out. And AIA, all of a sudden, they just seem to have more bodies on the field now because they're getting all of those loose balls. When it was Point Fortin earlier, now it is AIA who are getting those extra balls. Here is Aragones. Hits it. Kovador with a chance. He scores! Well. The referee has the hand up. Is it going to count? And for taking off his shirt, he gets a yellow card, and the goal doesn't count. Well. They thought they had won it. And would you believe it, it's waved off. And he gets a red card as well. So it must have been something that he said that has forced him to get a red card. And the captain of the AIA team, and Theo Kovador, is red carded. So really in stoppage time, they go down to 10 men. And remember, they'll have to get a winner here, so he can't take any further part in this game. So it's really a dicey situation for them. Still trying to go down that line, and pushes it, over pushes it. And again, I don't think Ferguson even needed to play the ball, but he did. So it's going to be a throw-in, taken quickly, taken from the wrong spot, but the referee allows it to go. And that's a great ball inside, causing confusion. And here we go again. This could be interesting again. Can he get it back to the goalkeeper? He almost puts it into his own net. Well. Trying to recover there, and Malik Haynes almost did the unthinkable. He had both sides to aim at, and he just seemed to swing his foot. Luckily for him, he didn't put it through his own goal. He almost did. So here we go again. A chance here. Can they really finish it off here? Good header down. The goalkeeper trying to get to it. Didn't touch it as he realized it was bouncing wide. So what a finish we have to this game here now. I think that's it. Time has expired here. And referee Agard is probably going to blow that whistle any moment now. 3-3 the scoreline here. And there it is. What a way, what an end to this game, and certainly a dramatic end. AIA thought they had won it, but it wasn't to be, at least not just yet anyway, as we have some free football, as they say, and because they have to determine a winner in this encounter here now. So clearly an opportunity here still for both teams to punch their tickets to the semi-finals. But what a finish. Remember, it was 2-1 at the half in this game, with AIA leading thanks to goals from Theo Crovador and Chardel Chase Charles in the 14th and 29th minutes. And 4.14, it was Joshua Bernard in the 26th minute. That was the 2-1 scoreline at the half. But in the second half, Jibril Felix in the 51st minute, and Jeremiah Abraham in the 58th minute gave Point Fortin an unlikely 3-2 advantage. And then with time running out, Dallon Sanka, one of the substitutes, drilled home a ball from just to the top of the area and knotted up the scores at 3 apiece. And in just about time added on, Theo Crovador thought he had scored, but the assistant had the flag up, and the goal was waved off. And here we are at the moment now, with the scores tied at 3 apiece. And we have some free football, so to speak. So the two captains now, well, Crovador is off the field, so taking over the mantle is Carabai. He is the one taking the responsibility. So it's that kind of a scenario here now where both teams are going to have to really dig deep here as we go to penalties to decide this one. And it's always a fun, and I'm sure AIA would have loved to have had Croverdor on the field and available for these penalties. But he was red carded just before the final whistle, just after he'd scored what he thought was the winner. And then he took his shirt off in celebration. He picked up a yellow card for that, and then a subsequent red card. I don't remember him getting a yellow card earlier. He might have, but I just feel it might have been something he said after the goal was waved off that resulted in that red card. So here we go. Penalties to decide this one. So we have the two goalkeepers. We're operating at the northern end of the ground. So it's going to be AIA who will kick first. And he strikes the bar. Well, well, well. Would you believe it? What a way to start for AIA. And so they've left the door open there for so now an opportunity here because Marcel crashed his effort against the bar, and it's now up to Seals, it looks like, who is stepping forward, the big fella, to try to give Point Fortin the lead. But he's up against Joash Harris in goal, who's a very capable goalkeeper. And he sends him the wrong way. Very well taken penalty. So 1-0 in favor of Point Fortin now, and this is an opportunity here now for AIA to try to get back on an even keel, and they're going to need either the goalkeeper to come up with a save or a miss, something of the sort. Punet, the substitute. And he drills it home. No mistake there to make it 1-1. Now a chance here for Point Fortin now to reclaim their lead. And it's the substitute Malik Haynes who almost put through his own net late in the game. Can he now conjure up a penalty, a goal here to give his team a 2-1 advantage? Marks off a fairly long run. And he places it nicely. And not too far away from the goalkeeper, but he was frozen to the spot. Harris. So stepping forward now, this is Aragones. Remember, this game ended 3-3 Penalties right now 2-1 in favor of Point Fortin. That's after a bad miss from Marcel. First up. And here is our Gomes now. Can he make it 2 apiece? Goalkeeper Judas Samuel waits. And put away quite comfortably. So one by one, they're stepping forward here, hoping to be walking back with a smile on their face. O'Connor is next up. And a big kick save there. He was going the wrong way, but it was so close to him. He was able to stick the boot out. And that brings them right back now. So they're level now at 2 apiece with 3 kicks each. So now it's the rest of the way that becomes tense. Jean-Marc Thomas. He steps forward for AIA. Chance here, he hasn't scored in regulation, but he could score here. And he doesn't. Well. He didn't seem confident at all. He just seemed to stand there almost as if he was trying to freeze the goalkeeper. But he might have frozen himself in the process, because it's almost like he miskicked the ball. He played it so close to the keeper that he gave him a chance, just like the kick prior from O'Connor. And now they have a chance here. Seeley. Can he put this one away? He cannot either. Another fine save by Harris. So we're still tied at 2 apiece. So now an opportunity here for, it looks like Isaac is the man striding forward. Can he give his team the lead with kick number 5 from the penalty spot, from the penalty mark, and the 3-2 advantage? Takes a deep breath. You could see the shoulders rise up and down. He stands almost directly behind it, goes into a jog, and then he places it nicely away. And that makes it 3-2 now. Point Fortin has to score to keep their chances alive of getting through to the semifinals. A miss here and that's it. So they have to score to level things at 3 apiece. And the big fella striding forward there looks very confident is Joshua Bernard. So it's Bernard against Harris. Harris has had 2 saves, back-to-back saves, both of them going to his left. And this time it's placed nicely away, almost caught him unawares, but Bernard does it, and we're still tied. So we go now to sudden death penalty kicks here now. Whoever scores could win, because if the other person misses, there is no second kick after that, unless the other person misses as well. So, Ferguson. With a chance here to give his team the lead. And he places it well away. from the spearing dive from Judah Samuel. And now the pressure is all back on Point Fortin. They cannot afford a miss, else they will go home empty-handed, and the drive down to Point Fortin is going to be a very long, maybe a silent one. So an opportunity here. This is the substitute, Ashton. And he does well. So he puts his away as well to make it 4-4. So we're still going. I'm just wondering if this is going to be one of those games where we had a game where I think there were 22 penalties taken. Nobody could miss once they got to sudden death. The goalkeepers kicked, everybody kicked, and it just kept going. So here we go again. And it's scored quite nicely. So this is another opportunity here now. Who will do it? That is Abdullah, one of the substitutes. And this is Cayenne, who has to score again. And he hits the bar. Well, well, well. And that is it. So, would you believe it? After 5 kicks from the penalty spot, they were still tied at 3 apiece. And then Ferguson made it 6. We did 4-3. Ashton made it 4-all. But Abdullah scored to make it 5-4. And then Cayenne couldn't get it under the bar. It crashed off the bar and stayed out. So, AIA will advance to the semi-final. They're the first team to punch their tickets through to the semi-finals, winning the penalty shootout in sudden death penalties. And they won it 5-4 on penalties after a 3-all tie. So congratulations to them, as they have safe passes through to the semi-final. And this is just the first quarterfinal of the day. Game 2 is coming up shortly.